Hello guys, welcome to the kingdom of Sonu. So let me ask you one simple question. Why did we come to stock market? To make money, right? Not to check our portfolio every 5 minutes, not to collect the shares like a trophy. Okay. Whenever we have get a good opportunity, whether it's an IPO, OFS or buyback or any special situations, we will use it properly to get maximize our profit. Okay. The market reward patience, informed decisions, not emotions. So today we will discuss the most common mistakes the investors are making in Wipro Buyback 2026 and how you can avoid them to maximize your returns. So mistake number one, assuming all tendered shares will be accepted. Many investors are tendering all their shares and assuming everything will be accepted in the buyback. That's not the buyback work. There is something called the acceptance ratio. If you tender 100 shares, maybe only 40, 50, 60% shares get accepted depending upon the overall participation. In olden time or earlier age years, investors saw very huge acceptance ratio like 100%. But in these days, more investors are aware of the buyback and participation is much higher. That's why the acceptance ratio is usually lower. So we expect 40%, but we don't know actual AR. It can be anything 10%, 20%, 30%. Okay. So never assume all of your shares will be accepted. Mistake number two, blindly following the one share strategy. Many people have heard about the famous one share buyback strategy. In most and some expensive stocks, this strategy works. For example, when we had the buyback of Bajaj Auto, we have to buy in 7,000, 7.5. Okay, but we have to, the buyback was at 10,000. So even if you buy one share, then you get the profit of 2,000, 3,000. Okay, but in that case, brokerages and taxes were negligible, 20, 30 rupees only. But in Wipro, the one share strategy is not great because suppose you buy one share at 210 rupees and the buyback price is 250 rupees. So the gross profit will be only 40 rupees. Yeah. After brokerages, charges and actual profit will become very small. 23 rupees will be the brokerage only for buyback. So actually in actual you will get 20 rupees only. Not worthy guys, leave it. Always calculate the expected profit after all cost and decide whether you have to participate or not, or you have to use that strategy or not. Mistake number three, buying after the record date and expecting the eligibility. Some investors think they can buy shares after the record date and still participate. That's not correct, yeah. To be eligible, you must appear in the company's record on the record date. How you will be coming in their record? Okay, since the settlement happens on T plus 1 basis, the shares must be purchased before the X date, not record date. Okay, X date is 1 day earlier of the record date. So they are credited to your Digmat account in time. Okay, if you can buy on X date and you will be eligible. If you buy after the record date or on the record date, you will not be eligible, guys, because T plus 1 settlement will take time and record date will get passed. If you buy too late or after the record date or on the record date, you won't be eligible for the buyback. Don't participate, don't waste your brokerages. Okay, thinking the shares will be sold automatically. This is written in yellow color, guys. Why? Because yes, people think like this. This is the biggest misconception of among the retailers. Being eligible for the buyback does not mean your shares will automatically get sold. You must actively tender your shares during the buyback window. Suppose for Wipro, don't suppose it is the actual tender period, let me share. It's from 11th June today to 17th June 2026. Okay, some 5-6 days are there. But if you don't submit your tender request, you are not participating in the buyback. No shares will disappear automatically from your demat account. No profit will magically appear in your bank account. You must take action, apply for the buyback, then only you will participate. Else, no magic happens. So, the mistake number 5, ignoring the risk of unaccepted shares. Let's say you own 100 shares and you tender also 100 shares. If only 40 shares are accepted, the remaining 60 shares will be returned to your demat account. Those shares will continue to trade at the market price. If Wipro share price falls, you may face losses on those unaccepted shares. 60 shares can result in loss. Accepted shares will result in profit. That's why you should always calculate the break-even point and understand the downside risk before participating. Let's move on. Mistake number 6, panicking about the returned shares and the payment timelines, guys. Nothing will happen instantly, it will take time. Okay. Many investors worry that the shares will get deducted from their demat account after tendering. Why it got deducted? Because you participated in buyback. Don't panic. This is the normal part of the buyback process. After the buyback closes, the company determines the acceptance ratio. Accepted shares are purchased by the company, and whatever shares are unaccepted will be returned to your demat account. But please note, all the shares will be deducted from your demat and then will be credited if they are not purchased by the company. The final amount will be credited to your bank account. Whatever shares are accepted, the amount you will get. Okay. This process takes several days or at least 1 month, guys. At least 1 month. SEBI have reduced the days required for these proceedings. So please be patient and avoid unnecessary panic. Okay. A buyback can be a great opportunity, guys, only if we understood how it actually works. So please make informed decision, manage your expectations and focus on numbers, because in stock market knowledge makes money, not assumptions. If you found this video useful, guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the Kingdom of Sonu Saw. Thank you, guys.